What is the best Devil May Cry game to start with if you're trying to get into the series? Starting with DMC2 at the very bottom, absolutely not. Although I don't really think this game is as bad as some other people might say. I think it's honestly enjoyable in its own way, but it's just way too different and honestly slow compared to other DMC games. Fifth place is definitely DMC Devil May Cry, the reboot. This is my least favorite Devil May Cry game, and while it's definitely not a terrible game, it's just way too different. The characters and the way the moves work specifically, if you're planning to play the rest of the games afterwards, it might feel a little strange if this is what you're starting with. Fourth would definitely be Devil May Cry 5. Obviously, it's what a lot of people start with, considering it's so modern, but I don't think it's a good idea. There's so many things in the game that you really can't appreciate or just seem like nonsense without context of previous games. Third place for a time would actually be a lot of people's first Devil May Cry game. Being the first multiple platform DMC game, this game introduces Nero, who works as a beginner friendly character, but you also have the most difficult version of Dante here. But he's only really difficult if you're trying to do combos and stuff. If you're just playing the game casually, it's a pretty beginner-friendly game. Second place is DMC3 because this is the game that introduces the style system, has some of the best weapons, and the game is literally a pre-sequel to the whole series. The game can get hard at times, but there is cheese to most of it. I don't really think it's as hard as some people say. And in my personal opinion, this is just the best Devil May Cry game. First place is DMC 1. Not only is this game easier to understand, and it teaches you the basics of DMC combat in a simple way, seeing as there are only two devil arms and a couple guns, but also if you go for DMC 1 first, you just appreciate the evolution of the series. If you play this game first, you actively see the growth of the series as you play more games.